Greetings collectors, and welcome to another Bosk's Bounty video, and welcome to another video where myself and my son open up some older Star Wars figures. You seem to like these videos, so we're doing it again, and we've got some awesome figures to open this time. We've got two from the Legacy Collection, we've got a Saga Collection, and we've got another Order 66 2-pack to open, which is awesome. So if you happen to do like this video, don't forget to drop a like down below, really helps the channel. Give a like for little Bosk. He likes to see those likes roll in as well. And of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe by hitting that little subscribe down there. And with all that being said, let's get opening the first figure, which is the Legacy Collection Giran. So we're just going to get Bosk out of the way. And we're just going to take a quick look at the packaging. Part of it is covered up here because it was part of a 2-pack, but we can see the back there. And this is the Build-A-Droid range as well, and you get the body of the R5C7 droid. Awesome looking droid there. And there you can see the image from the movie of Giran. So if anyone's not too familiar with Giran, he is the guy that stands next to the Rancor Keeper, or Malakili as he's called, and sort of comforts him when the Rancor gets killed. So awesome looking figure. He's going to go really nicely in my Jabba's Palace. It's one that I've wanted for ages, and this was actually donated to me by Jeff from California, so thank you so much, Jeff. But now we've had a look at the packaging, let's take a look at it and see what my son thinks of the figure. Alright then, so this is Giran, or Giran, however you want to say it. I think it's Giran, but this is a figure that I've wanted for such a long time. So once again, thank you very much, Jeff, for the generosity of sending me this guy. He is really rare in the UK. I'm not really too sure about the US, but this is one of the best figures, in my opinion, that Hasbro have ever made for the 3.75 inch line. He is a green Nikto. As you can see, he's very similar to, if I just bring Woof in here, very similar to Woof, and obviously as we know, Woof is another amazing figure. And of course, recently we had Klaatu as well, the Skiff-Guard Klaatu. And what's noticeable about all of these three is that they're all three different tones of green. So this one's quite a pale green, this one's a really bright green, and if we bring Woof back in, he's more of like a, maybe like a lime green perhaps. But all green Niktos. He looks great. And little Bosk, what do you think of this guy?
I think he's really cool, and Jeff got me the Rancor Keeper in the last video, and I think he will go really nicely with Giran. Okay,
so where's the Rancor Keeper then?
Right here.
Oh right, so he gave you the Power of the Force Rancor Keeper, didn't he?
Yeah.
So there he is, and this is quite a good figure actually. He hasn't changed too much over the years, but yeah, these two together, if you've got him and the Rancor, then that's awesome. But just looking at this figure, I mean, you've got to really sort of applaud the detail that they've gone into on this guy. The paintwork's fantastic. He's got all the articulation as well. The Legacy Collection aliens were just something else. And yeah, there he is. Let's see if his headgear is removable. It is indeed. So you can really see the head sculpt there and the detail of the little teeth, things that are coming out of the side of his face. Really, really good figure. And as I mentioned, yeah, him along with the Nikto Gunner, who I opened up on another video a couple of weeks ago. They're two of the figures that I've wanted for so long in my collection. This one for the Jabba's Palace scenes, and the Nikto Gunner for the barge. So awesome. Right, let's get on to opening the next figure. Next up, we have some more figures from the Legacy Collection, and once again, these are going to be awesome. These are the Ewoks, and I'll have to dig out what the names are of these Ewoks, because they do have names. Maybe the back of the package will tell us. I don't think so. Ah, there we go. It's Nohu, Apak and Paplu are two of the Ewoks who inhabit the forest moon of Endor. Like all Ewoks, they prefer to avoid confrontation, but are fearsome warriors when threatened. They fight alongside the rebels to subdue the stormtroopers during the Battle of Endor, ultimately helping to defeat the Empire. And these guys come with the leg of R3M3, and there you can see some other figures on the back of the package there. Nice scene from the movie, and there's the two Ewoks. This one's Paplu. He was actually a vintage figure from the Kenner days, so that's awesome to get an updated version of him. There he is there, and that's the other guy who I'm not going to attempt to say his name again, but we're going to get these out of the package now, and we're going to see what we think. So there we go. Here's the two Ewoks. We've got Paplu here and the other guy here. And these are really actually really good Ewoks. I don't know why I'm surprised, because the Legacy Collection is really good. But yeah, these have really come a long way, and they're going to go very nicely in my collection. They've even got this one's even got a little removable knife on his belt there. The detail of the staff is really, really good. I've got to say, really good figures. And once again, I've got to thank Jeff for donating these to me. Really appreciate it, my friend. Little Boss, what do you think of these Ewoks?
I never knew the Ewoks were going to be that good, but they're actually really cool.
They are, yeah. The next figure we're going to be opening up is Chief Chirper from the Saga Collection line, so we can really see how much further these Ewok designs have come on. But yeah, really good. The paintwork's really good. The detail on the staff, as I mentioned, on the headgear and everything, really, really good figures. And I know a lot of people don't like the Ewoks, but I'm quite a big fan of the Ewoks. Return of the Jedi is one of my favourite films, and yeah, I've got nothing against Ewoks at all. And I think the more that you can have in your little Ewok army, the better. So there you go then. Right, let's open Chief Chirper then from the Saga Collection and check him out against these two. Alright then, so as I mentioned, here's Chief Chirper. He is part of the Saga Collection line. I've had this figure for ages and ages and ages, and I've just never opened him up. But now I've got some other Ewoks. Why not open the Chief of Chiefs, Chief Chirper? Here you can see the back of the package there, and they always came with these little sort of hologram figures. There's the scene from the movie. He's Saga number 39. Always decent packaging with these, because you can see the image at the back there behind the figure. Pretty nice indeed. So anyway, let's open this one up, check him out, and we're going to compare him against those Legacy Collection Ewoks. Alright then, so here's Chief Chirper out of the packaging, and yeah, it's a decent Ewok. I would say the paint job isn't as good as the Legacy Collection one, and they are missing the feet articulation, which the Legacy Collection figures do have. So you can see there, this guy's feet actually do move, but pretty much the rest of it is almost the same. They've both got the waist articulation, they've both got the swivel wrists. The paint job, I would say, is better on the Legacy Collection one, but there isn't a lot in it really, and I think these side by side, you wouldn't really be able to tell too much that they're from different lines. Essentially, I think there's only, what, 3-4 years in it anyway, but you know, as years goes by, they do try and improve things. So, but very good to have these Ewoks in the collection. I do have a few of the other Ewoks loose. Lumat's the one that's going to be difficult, because he's that vintage collection figure. He's quite expensive, but you can easily pick up Logray and Wicket now, obviously, because he's just been re-released. So yeah, to get a little Ewok army would be not too difficult. So what do you think of this guy? What do you think of Chief Chirper?
I think he looked really cool.
You like him, yeah?
Yeah.
He actually comes with a stand as well, because it's obviously the Saga Collection, so you get this, the Chief Chirper stand. Let's just put that on. So there he is on his stand. Yeah, so not a bad figure, and it's good to now have 3 more Ewoks to add to the collection. Okay then, on to the final package that we're opening up in this video, and this one is the Order 66 2-pack. And the reason I wanted this really is purely for Commander Thire. This Emperor Palpatine here, I think I already do have a figure that's very, very like that from the Revenge of the Sith line. I think it's pretty much a repack. Looks very similar. Maybe you didn't get the cloak with it. I'm wondering if you do get the separate hands and head, where you can actually turn him into the Emperor, as it were. But as I mentioned, the only reason I really wanted this is for the Commander Thire. And again, I've got to thank Jeff for sending this out to me in his most recent gift package to me, which you probably saw in a video the other day. But these Order 66 packages are really cool. I do like the way they packaged them, and obviously the artwork there looks pretty awesome. You can see Commander Thire there, and he's going to go very nicely with my Shock Trooper army that I have a few of. So always wanted that figure, finally got him, and let's get him out of the package and take a good look. Alright then, so here is the first figure of the Order 66 pack out of the package, and it is Emperor Palpatine, and I was right. It is the same figure that came in the, I think it's the Revenge of the Sith line, and he's got that sort of battle thing where you press him and he does that with his arm. He doesn't have the alternate head, but he does have a spare hand for the lightning. So essentially you can take that hand out, I believe, with the lightsaber, because that lightsaber is actually moulded into his hand. You can't remove it. So you take that hand out and then you've got the lightning hands. 2 little pistols are in there for the clone trooper, which we're going to look at in a moment. But obviously, as I say, this figure didn't come with the cloak in the Revenge of the Sith line, as far as I remember. Mine didn't anyway, and it did come with the alternate heads, but for when he gets sort of deformed. But yeah, that's that guy. So there we go then. Here he is, Commander Thire, out of the packaging, and essentially he's just a red and white version of Commander Bo and Commander Bly. They all use the same mould. You can see that the torso of this guy is a slightly different colour to the rest of him, which indicates that if you were to put this guy in sunlight for too long, he would definitely go yellow. But he's got some decent battle damage on his legs and on his arms, and I do like the paintwork. It does have a removable helmet, so there's that head underneath there. And Little Bosk, what were you going to say about this guy?
It's a bit disappointed because when you put his helmet on, you can see his chin.
You can, yeah. You can see his chin still. That's you can see that flesh coming through. A little bit disappointing that. Mind you, the helmet on this guy isn't too oversized. I think it doesn't look too bad. Some of the ones in the vintage collection are really, really bad, but this one doesn't look too bad. Obviously, it would look a lot more in scale if it didn't have the head underneath the helmet and it wasn't removable. But this guy's pretty good. Decent all-round looking figure, and very nice one to have in the clone army with all the shock troopers. Alright then guys, thank you very much for watching this video. As you can see, we have all of the figures in front of us now that we've opened today. We had the Order 66 2-pack with Commander Thire. We had Chief Chirper from the Saga Collection. And we had the 2 Ewoks from the Legacy Collection. And in my opinion, one of the best figures that you can get in the whole 3.75 inch line, Giran, who is the guy that looks after the Rancor with Malakili. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Little Bosk, what do you think of these figures? Are these good ones?
I think they're really cool.
And which one's your favourite?
Giran.
Giran, yeah. I had a feeling it would be Giran. There you go then, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like down below if you have enjoyed the video. And we shall see you on the next one.